I'm here beside Galway's Damien Comer. Damien, looking ahead now to Mayo Galway, May 13th. It's the talk of the province, the talk of the country almost. Well, everyone's looking forward to it for a game of this importance and two big teams so early on. It's going to be a sellout in Castlebar. It's what all big players want to be part of.
Yeah, definitely. Look, it's probably a weird one having such a big game so early on in the year, especially in the middle of May. But no, it's something I suppose players are looking forward to it, supporters are looking forward to it, even the neutrals. I think they're all looking onto it. It's a big game, and I suppose it's such a big game because whoever loses it has to go through a back door, and it's a long road for anyone who loses it going through the back door, and especially with the Super 8s now, it adds to that length. So obviously no one's going to want to go through the back door, but there's going to be a team that has to. So we'll have to wait and see who it is.
What's it like playing in Mayo Galway games?
That's interesting. There's always a good bit of rivalry. I think it had fallen away there for a few years where Mayo were kind of the kings of Connacht. They were holding their own when ourselves and Roscommon and Sligo and Leitrim, I suppose, had dropped off. But it's nice now that we're up competing again and Roscommon are up competing again. You need that competitive edge, I suppose, if you have any aspirations to go on and win All Ireland. You need to be getting good games in your own province, and I think that's what it is now. And it's going to be a tough old campaign. Whoever gets their hands on the Nestor Cup by the end of it will have it well earned, I'd say.
What do you feel has been the change, the real change in Galway football? You know, to really make the rise up this year, to compete with Dublin and to be regarded as real contenders this year.
Yeah, I suppose Kevin and his gang have to take huge credit for what they've done. They've really they've instilled, I suppose, a process and a system into our setup that lads have kind of taken ownership for now and have gradually kind of, I suppose, worked with and are starting to grasp and implement it in the games. And I think that's a lot of it. And I suppose they've done a huge amount of work the last few years, and it's really coming together now. And I suppose the addition of Paddy Talley and a new strength and conditioning coach has really helped that aspect as well. And I suppose all these things added together with the mix of a few new players in the under-21 setup, they've really gelled. All of that thrown together has kind of led to a good setup, in fairness.
A lot's made about your attack and threat, but in terms of your defence, that cannot be underestimated. Only conceding 1 goal in 80 points in the league out of 7 games is quite a phenomenal record. In particular, just conceding 1 goal. Your defence really this year has come on leaps and bounds, and you've developed a few real key men. Yeah, no, it's obviously if you're not conceding goals, you have every chance of winning games. So it's something that the lads have worked on, and they've worked really well. And in fairness, it's paid dividends. And even the goal we conceded against Monaghan, we were probably very unlucky. It was towards the end of the game when we had a cushy enough lead, and I'd say they were disappointed to concede it. But look, that's the way it goes. It was important even in Croke Park not to concede any goals, because it's probably something we've conceded the last few years, and it hasn't been great, especially against Tip a couple of years ago. Conceded a good few goals, so tightening up the defence was an aim. But I suppose trying to get that balance right, you have to be able to kick the ball over the bar as well. So it's something we're working on. Going forward now, Mayo and Galway, as we said, on May 13th. When you met in the league, it was a real fiery, feisty affair. Are you expecting more of the same Sunday week?
Hopefully not. Obviously, every day you want to go out, you want to hope. You'd hope it's a nice flowing game with plenty of football in it. But different things happen which are out of your control, and I suppose it's the nature of sport. As that bit of rivalry kicks in, everyone fighting for a jersey, it leads to tempered affairs. But hopefully, it's just at the end of the day, it's a game of football, and hopefully football will be played.
Have you taken any inspiration from the Galway hurlers story last year?
Yeah, I suppose seeing the lads coming back, and I'd be friendly with a good few of them coming back with the cup, and just the buzz that was around the city. It was great to see. It'd give you aspirations to go on and pull your finger out and start performing. I think that's probably helped going into the league this year, and hopefully it can carry on now into the championship. And I suppose the league has given us that aspiration, that belief that we can go and compete with the best teams in Ireland. So something to look forward to, I suppose.